All right, Act 1, Scene 2, pages 11 to 18 homework. We're going to pick up on the bottom of page 11 right here, right after Caesar just said that the soothsayer was insane, and they move on. So the trumpets play, everybody exits except for Cassius and Brutus, and that is where we're going to pick up. Cassius says, "Are you going to go watch the race?" "Not me. Please, come. I don't like sports. I'm not competitive like Antony. But don't let me keep you from going, Cassius. I'll go my own way." Brutus, "I've been watching you lately. You seem less good-natured and affectionate towards me than usual. You've been stubborn and unfamiliar with me, your friend, who loves you." Cassius, don't take it badly. If I seem guarded, it's only because I'm uneasy with myself. Lately, I've been overwhelmed with private thoughts and inner conflicts which have affected my behavior. This shouldn't trouble my good friends, and I consider you a good friend, Cassius. I don't think anything more about my distraction than that poor Brutus, who is at war with himself, forgets to show affection to others. Brutus, I misunderstood your feelings, and therefore kept to myself certain thoughts that I might have shared. Tell me, good Brutus, can you see your face? No, Cassius, the eye can't see itself except by reflection in other surfaces. That's true. And it's too bad. It's too bad, Brutus, that you don't have any mirrors that could display your hidden excellence to yourself. I've heard many of the noblest Romans, next to immortal Caesar, speaking of you, complaining of the tyranny of today's government, and wishing that your eyes were working better. What dangers are you trying to lead me into, Cassius? You want me to look inside myself for something that's not there? I'll tell you, good Brutus. And since you can see yourself best by reflection, I'll be your mirror and show you, without exaggeration, things inside you that you can't see. Don't be suspicious of me, noble Brutus. If I were your average fool, or if I made my feelings for you worthless by making the same promises of friendship to everybody, or if you'd seen me first flattering men, hugging them tightly, and later slandering them behind their backs, or if you hear that I drunkenly declare friendship at banquets with all the rabble, only then, of course, go ahead and assume I'm dangerous. Trumpets play off stage, and a shout is heard. Brutus says, "Why are they shouting? I'm afraid the people have made Caesar their king." Cassius says, "Really? Are you afraid of that? Then I have to assume you don't want him to be king." "I don't, Cassius, though I love Caesar very much. But why do you keep me here so long? What do you want to tell me? If it's for the good of all Romans, I'd do it even if it meant my death. But the gods give me good luck only as long as I love honor more than I fear death." "I know this quality in you, Brutus. It's as familiar to me as your face. Indeed, honor is what I want to talk to you about. I don't know what you and other men think of this life, but as for me, I'd rather not live at all than live to worship a man as ordinary as myself. I was born as free as Caesar. So were you. We both have eaten as well. We can both endure the cold as well as he. Once, on a cold and windy day, when the river Tiber was crashing against its banks, Caesar said to me, 'Cassius, I dare you to jump into this rough water with me and swim to that point there.' As soon as he spoke, though I was fully dressed, I plunged in and called for him to follow. And he did. The water roared and we fought against it with vigorous arms. And thanks to our fierce competitiveness, we made progress. But before we reached the end point, Caesar cried, 'Help me, Cassius, or I will sink.' And just as Aeneas,
The hero who founded Rome emerged from the fires of Troy with his elderly father Anchises on his shoulder. So I emerged from the Tiber, carrying the tired Caesar. And this is the man who has now become a god. And I'm a wretched creature who must bow down if Caesar so much as carelessly nods my way. In Spain, Caesar had a fever, and it made him shake. It's true, the so-called god. He shook. His cowardly lips turned white, and the same eye whose gaze terrifies the world lost its gleam. I heard him groan. Yes, I did. And the same tongue that ordered the Romans to obey him and transcribe his speeches in their books cried, "Give me some water, Titinius," like a sick girl. It astounds me that such a weak man could beat the whole world and carry the trophy of victory alone. It's from off stage, trumpets play, and Brutus says, "More shouting! I think this applause is for some new honors awarded to Caesar." That's where we stop.